Hello friends, welcome to my channel Atomic Bubble, the future of money. Today we are going to discuss the very interesting topic in the cryptocurrency world, which is DeFi, or also known as decentralized finance. So let's get started. So before getting into DeFi, let's try to understand our centralized banking system. So as we know that in every banking system there is a central bank which has responsibilities of issuing money, monetary policies, lending to government, lending to commercial banks, and ensure the stability of the banking system. Every country has their central bank which does all this activity and maintains the stability of their banking system. And then comes the retail banks. These retail banks provide customer to the retail customers in the country. They have services like money transfer, lending and borrowing, debit card, credit card, and many more services that they provide throughout the country. These banks has few rules and regulation that every individual had to follow if they want to be a part of their systems, like know your customers, where individual have to share their personal data with the bank, as in identity. There is chances of censorship if someone doesn't meet their criteria. They have limited working hours. They have geographic restrictions. For example, if a bank works in a particular country, it's not easy for them to go and work in another country. There are restrictions, rules, and regulations. Only then they can work in another country. The charges very high for services they provide. Also, these banks are under control of central bank and the government. So this overall system is centralized. And if you don't follow these rules and regulations, there is chances that you get banned. So all your transaction, all your accounts might get freeze if you don't follow these certain rules or regulation defined by the system. So to overcome this kind of system, there was a need of another system which will help us to do all this mechanism very easily, and that's what led to a DeFi, a decentralized finance. So let's understand what is decentralized finance is. So in simple word, decentralized finance is an open banking system where everybody can participate without any restrictions, rules or regulations. And this system is based on the blockchain. So all the records, everything is available to everyone who can access it easily. It involves promoting the products and services on top of blockchain so that they will develop one open financial system. The components of DeFi are stablecoins, softwares, and hardwares which are getting used in the blockchain so that this system get maintained. So DeFi was started in the early stages by few like coins or the organization, one of which like MakerDAO, Origin Protocol, and Paradigm. These are the people who entered into a DeFi system in early 2070. From there, it got picked up very high. So let's try to understand DeFi by one example. For example, like we have a John and Emily. They want to do some transaction with them, and for example, they want to send money, receive money. So in traditional system, they will have to go through a bank. Without bank, they won't be able to transfer or receive money. So this bank will monitor their transaction. They will have control over everything of that transaction. They will maintain the ledger of this transaction and all. So they have to follow the rules and regulation of the bank. Then only they will be able to do this kind of transfer and receive kind of mechanism. So then comes Sarah and Rocky. These are like modern people. They want to transfer money to each other, but they don't want to go through a third party. So they can transfer money to each other without a bank. So this is possible in the DeFi world using cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin and Ethereum and many others. But who will maintain the ledger of this transaction? So this maintain of ledger is done by the smart contracts. The smart contracts are the piece of code which has many conditions like if else. So based on that, the system itself took decision of any transactions or any other DeFi related services. So this everything is based on the blockchain in DeFi system, which runs smart contracts and all the coins like Bitcoin, Ethereum fuels the network of this DeFi world. So let's try to understand by example of lending and borrowing. So there is a protocol known as AAVE protocol, which is used for lending and borrowing purpose. So in traditional system, whenever you want to lend money to someone, you have to go to the bank. And if you want to borrow money, you have to go to bank. In collateral, you will have to submit the gold or property papers or anything else. In DeFi world, collateral is in the form of coins. For example, Ethereum. So if you have Ethereum coins and you don't want to sell it, you will give them as an collateral, and against them you can borrow money. And if you have extra money or extra coin and you want to earn interest on them, you can lend those coins using platform like Aave and earn interest. And the interest earned is also high. So that's why many people prefer this kind of borrowing and lending in DeFi world, where you don't have to disclose yourself and you still earn a significant amount of money. So Aave is one of the lending and borrowing protocol. You can see the number of liquidity amount that this protocol has. So the amount available in the system is very high and it's very secure, as smart contracts manages everything. So there is no interference of the individual person or a system, so that corruption is very less in this kind of transaction. Let's try to understand another system of DeFi, which is known as decentralized exchanges. So Pancakeswap is one of the decentralized exchanges in cryptocurrency where you can go and trade your cryptocurrencies. So we know that we have certain centralized exchanges like Binance, Coinbase. These are centralized exchanges. They have their own set of rules and regulation and monitored by few set of people. To overcome that limitation, we have decentralized exchanges like Pancakeswap, where you can go trade, earn, and win crypto without any third party. So, to sum up, what is the difference between traditional finance, or also known as CeFi, and DeFi? So, like in traditional finance, user has to share their personal data, but in DeFi, it's not an obligation. Traditional finance provides minimal interest rates on deposit, whereas you get higher interest rates in DeFi. The cash is used like an underlying asset, and in DeFi, crypto is used as underlying asset. In traditional finance has limitation of working hours, but DeFi is operational 24 by 7. So what are popular DeFi coins? So these are the list of popular coins like Aave, AirSwap, Eon Finance, Chainlinks, and many more.